Boulevard.
Yo, what's up?
I think you had something that you was concerned about with college basketball.
Oh yeah, I always got stuff I'm concerned about, but today, I mean, since it's Saturday, we all at home watching the games and whatnot. I'm wondering why are all these games so low scoring? Why is college basketball so low scoring? I mean, like, first off, I was watching the UVM women's game on ESPN Plus. I ain't expecting about the UVM women versus the Manhattan Jaspers. Okay, you don't expect much about this game, but the third quarter, it's like 26-24. I mean, come on. This game I'm watching right now, there's 4 minutes left in the game. Neither team got 50 points. What is that? What is that? How does that work? I know it's early in the season, everybody kind of rusty, but what the hell? Yo, we want excitement. Nobody wants 49-42. Nobody wants 40. Neither team even hits 90 total. That's a boring-ass game. Come on, give us some excitement. Y'all got to play better. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got to play better. Y'all got to get better on offense. Like, UVM game, like that shit said 22.2 field goal percentage. 0% foul shots. They wasn't even getting to the line, yo. Like, what would you do with that? That ain't bad. Like, y'all screwing the game up. This game, ain't nobody got 50 points. They done played 36 damn minutes or so. Ain't nobody got fucking shame. It's a shame. That's all I'm trying to say. It's a shame. Y'all need to do better out there, because if I'm gonna be watching, I want to be entertained. So get better. Make some damn shots. Set some damn picks. Do something. That's my rant. That's all I had. Y'all agree? You know what to do. Agree, disagree, whatever they got to do. I want to hear y'all. I mean, am I wrong now?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Live from the Bench with GQ and Boulevard. It is our Boulevard. I'm Boulevard, and this is GQ.
No, that's not what the words say.
I'm GQ.
Boulevard's
he's Boulevard.
The handsome bald dude.
Boulevard.
GQ's the ugly dude with hair and a peanut head. But yeah, that's me. I'm Boulevard. Your favorite.
Wait, you're
everyone's favorite.
Well, on this, he's Boulevard. I'm GQ, and we're here for another great episode of Live from the Bench.
Did y'all miss us? We know it's been a while. We had some hang-ups, some issues to sort through. Everything's better, and we're back to give you more better.
And basically what Boulevard it means is that I had some issues to iron out. The baby had RSV, I had COVID, or somebody in the house had COVID, and
make me wish I had
Yeah. We didn't even know all what we needed was medication. It sucked. But we did now. We live from the bitch.
That's all I could find.
Yes. But
it happens.
Well, we can't dwell on the past, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about things.
I did not hear it. Why was the sound so low?
That was really low. Let me turn it up so you can hear it.
Yeah, I don't know why you got to do it, Gary.
We did some things. Oh yeah, we're starting off. Yeah, let's pick this.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. For those that couldn't hear it, which everybody because of the sound.
Because we're brothers. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yes,
we're brothers. Yeah, I think that's why you did it.
But it was hilarious considering the source. It had total double entendre or whatever. It's hilarious.
What? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Big Dom.
Yeah. Yes, let's talk about Big Dom. Because, go ahead, elaborate. I got some thoughts.
All right,
but please elaborate.
So during the Philadelphia Eagles 49ers game, Dre Greenlaw made a bad hit on a player, and
Smith,
Big Dom being a guy that he is, he came in and tried to separate everybody in the shuffle. Dre Greenlaw didn't like being pushed back by anybody. It's a rivalry. But even though I don't consider the 49ers my rivals, I don't even care about the 49ers.
Everybody got quite knows who Big Dom is, though. You didn't really elaborate on him or who he is to the team or anything.
We gonna get into him. So Big Dom is the chief security officer. He's the chief security officer for the Philadelphia Eagles. So his job is to protect the players and the staff, basically.
Yeah.
He's security officer. He's the head of security for the Eagles.
All safety and security, players, coaches, and executives. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dre Greenlaw was upset, and he took a swing at Big Dom DeSandro.
Mm-hmm.
And he connected a little bit, It wasn't really anything that was like Big Dom's a big dude. I think he was. Right. Yeah, Big Dom's a big dude. I don't think he would have went down from it if it did connect.
Nah.
But be that as it was, it still happened. So the refs was like, you know what? Both of you guys gotta go. They both walked off the field. And comments were made. The Eagles made a statement. They said, this is an ongoing conversation with the NFL. We're going to respect the restriction that is currently in place. Although Dom will not be on the sideline this Sunday, he will continue to fulfill his role with the team in their other capacities. This was a response to Big Dom being barred from the sideline from here on out. And let's talk about Big Dom has been at this team for 15 years. He's always been on the sideline. He's been here since Andy Reid was the head coach. He's been on the sideline since Andy Reid was the head coach. So that's a big shift and a big change for the team to have that guy not on the sideline. So, I mean, I understand where you say that executives and staff shouldn't be on the sideline, but I want to get into what he does for the team. So, yeah, he is the head of security for the team. He's in charge of investigating certain things that happen, threats against players. He's in charge of it. He's the security. He's the subject matter expert when it comes to the safety and security of all the players. That's his thing. When something happens, new players come in, he is he's like the guy. He's your go-to guy when it comes to those players' safeties. But what a lot of people don't also know about Dom DeSandro is that Dom DeSandro was a senior advisor to Howie Roseman. Dom DeSandro played a pivotal role to the acquisition of DeAndre Swift. It was DeAndre Swift. That's his name. There's so many DeAndres and Devontaes and DeJountes and Delontes. It's just so many of them. I just forget sometimes. But he played a significant role in the acquisition. He just faded out of the situation. Big Dom played a role in certain acquisitions. He goes out and he helps with scouting. And a lot of people don't know that. So he does play a more significant role to players, to player operations, and not just being everybody's security guard. He is the guy that comes out. He actually scouts players. He's making sure that players are actually fit, looking into their backgrounds. And he helps the team prepare each week. He has a weekly duty besides checking IDs and, checking bags. That's not he's not just a security guard. So
senior advisor to the general manager.
Yeah, so he has. Yeah, and I think to myself is if you're saying that he can't be on the sideline because he's an executive, then that means John Lynch had no business walking onto the field. If that's how we're looking,
executives can't be on the sideline, then a lot of people need to go.
Yes, exactly. You should not have an owner. You should not have a GM walking onto the sideline shaking anybody's hand. Right. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances did that ever happen. So and I feel as though the NFL is going to overlook that. People are not going to look at it from that perspective. They're just going to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Kyle Shanahan complained, so we're going to tell Big Dom not to come out here. But if you're going to sit like that, make sure you're doing it all across the board. Now, with all that being said, I want to put my own spin on it. But before I do that, do you think we have is there anything else I should discuss before
I will say, I mean, there was one thing he was actually been with the team for 25 years. You said 15, but other than that, no. One thing is Dre Greenlaw was actually fined $10,000, almost $11,000 for the hit. Other than that, continue.
Oh shit!
Please, I'm intrigued. So,
if I knew that I could get, if I knew I could get fined for hitting somebody, $11 about to hit somebody, I would never fight. Ain't no way.
right.
Anyway.
And you in football, so you have helmets on anyway, so you're in a slap fight for no good reason.
Right. But what I want to get into, because is this right here, this topic actually hit home, and it was very personal to me, because what a lot of people don't understand is that I'm an executive in the security industry. Like what I do outside of this, I'm in the security industry. That's what I do. That's my job. I work in the security industry. I'm an executive. I'm not a security guard. I'm an executive.
He's a lot more than a security guard.
Yes.
He's probably a big, if anything. So.
Yeah. So when I saw that the chief security officer was barred from sideline, I'm like, that's probably the dumbest thing you can ever do, because the chief security officer belongs on the sideline.
Right.
If anybody belongs on the sideline, he belongs on the sideline. If somebody's supposed to break up skirmishes, security is supposed to break up skirmishes. He is supposed to be there. And me being that, I looked at that and I'm like, you're punishing a man for doing his job.
For doing his job.
So,
yes.
So you're telling me, so if you go into a residential, a high-rise residential building, and you have a security guard at the front desk who stops the administrative assistant from fighting a resident or a visitor, and then the visitor swings on the security guard, you're going to tell the security guard that he's banned from stepping from behind the desk again?
Man, that makes no sense. If you're doing all that, all that handsy shit, like you trying to do something, you being over the top with the tackling and all that, right in front of a security guard, you don't expect the security guard to get in the way. You think the security guard he's the head of security. What do you expect him to do? Not his job?
Right.
Like, come on.
Absolutely. Because and now with that being said, now you set a precedent. Now the NFL has to ask I have to ask the NFL these questions. So next time a fan runs on the field, right?
Right.
Because a security guard is not, because technically basically the rules say that if you're not football operations, you don't belong on the field. That means every single security guard on the field needs to be off the field. So that means next time a fan runs on the field, an assistant coach, coordinator needs to go tackle him, not a security guard, because a security guard doesn't belong on the field.
Right. The if anybody on that field tackles that fan, they might get sued. So it's in the best interest to not do that. You need a security there to protect the players, to protect protect the fans from themselves, to protect all the assorted sideline people, to protect Michelle Tafoya. You got to take care of these people. You got to look out for these people. They can't do it for themselves. They have a game to focus on. Security's job is to take care of all of the safety precautions, to keep the people off the field, in their place. That's their job.
Yes.
Things happen.
That is exactly my job.
The head of security is standing right there, and he does his job. You can't fault the head of security. What you shouldn't be doing is putting your hands all up in an they're civilian dressed. They're not dressed like player. So this isn't somebody you need to be putting your hands in their face. They're doing their job. You need to go back out and get to the next play. Smith needs to get up, go do the same thing. All that shit did not need to happen. Or could have just walked the fuck away, went to the next play. Okay, because that play was over. You did your over the top shit. I can't remember if there was a flag or not. I feel like there was though. Yeah, there had to be a flag. That was unnecessary roughness.
It was a flag. It was a flag.
Yeah. So, you already took your lump. Move on. All this hands in the face shit, unnecessary. Like, what are you even doing? Now you're $11,000 in the hole, dumbass. Security, they ban him. If something happens, that's on the league. That's all I'm saying. If you out here banning security from the field, you asking for it. Like, you ain't see, what was that damn movie when they blew up Ravens Stadium, or was it Redskins Stadium, where they blew up the damn stadium, the Jack Ryan movie? Yeah, like, is that what you were like? Come on, we can't be taking security off the field. Super Bowl like 6 weeks away. What's wrong with you? No, don't do dumb shit. Okay, the solution is move on. Okay, not a big deal, at all. Let it go.
And Big Dom. And another thing is and another thing was when that all happened, when this situation happened, Kyle Shanahan was upset with Big Dom, which means to me that he did not care about. And that's why everybody needs to understand. Look at it from take football out of the equation right now, because that's what in this situation you need to take football out of the equation and start thinking about the safety of the people on the field and in the stadium. Kyle Shanahan was upset with Big Dom's decision to intervene and separate, because that's what I saw Big Dom do. He pushed him back. Wasn't an aggressive push. It was just a push. But Kyle Shanahan was upset because Big Dom touched Green Law at all. But here's my thing. Your player did something wrong. But I don't see where the discipline is. You yelled at your player. You didn't scold your player. You didn't address your player. You want to show that you're upset, but your player did something wrong. And I'm a firm believer of don't pretend. Like if you're gonna do it, you need to do it, because from my perspective, from the outside, I'm looking at you as if somebody who doesn't understand anything outside of the game. So you're not a professional to me. You're just somebody that does this, but you're not a professional. I can't look at you as an executive or somebody other than a coach. You're not somebody who has any standing or anything that I can respect you past being a solid offensive coach, because once that solid offensive coach goes away, I can't view you as anything other than that. So I feel as though there's a lot of people who fail to address and fail to understand what Big Dom is doing. Big Dom is a security professional. Everything that Big Dom did, and everybody who has a problem with Big Dom, I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody who had a problem with what Big Dom did, I promise you, you would not last a day in the security field. And the reason why I say that is because this is what you have to do. And if you have a problem with what Big Dom did, you're going to have a problem with doing your job, and you will never work. You can never work in the industry that I work in. It's a very serious industry. It gets hectic. It gets crazy. Operate out of the Philadelphia, New Jersey area. It's not easy. These people can get really rowdy at times. But guess what? It wasn't the fans. It wasn't the fans. It was a person who's get paid to come out there and play football. Not come out there and try to hurt somebody. And that just means one thing. Kyle Shanahan, you saw that your player attempted a tackle on the sideline that could potentially hurt somebody. He wasn't fined for that. He wasn't fined for that action. He wasn't. he wasn't ejected for that action. He should have been. That should have been where the fine hit. The fine should have been that. But then he goes ahead and he assaults or attempts to assault a staff member.
Right.
There should be $10,000 shouldn't cut it, because that is somebody whose job. So if he was to go up and smack a security guard, somebody in a security guard uniform, how is the NFL going to react to that? It makes me think, where do you draw the line? And this is me, I'm past the sports, past the football aspect of it, past the fact that I'm a fan of the Eagles. This is me looking at it from, where do you draw the line? Because you pay security, the safety of players and staff members should be the focus. That's what they say all the time. But here is a person whose job is safety and security of the people on that field, and you're penalizing him.
I have two scenarios for you. Okay, first one. What if Dom smashed him? What happens? What if Dom had to put hands on him? What happens?
I mean, honestly, now in that situation, if Dom did smash him, I do think that there is, because I also there is a line. There's like a escalation of force, and I feel like there was no need for an escalation. Now, I think if that punch actually connected to where it took an effect, yes, Big Dom has every reason to do that. However,
Big Dom has got every reason.
Yes,
like you haven't invaded my personal space. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, but I feel like it wasn't necessary to escalate it to that level. However, I feel as though everything in that situation, Greenlaw was wrong in every right. And if Big Dom did do something a little bit more drastic or forceful, then maybe we having a different conversation now. Because you are like, it's not just the players on your team that you got to make sure are safe. You got to make sure everybody's safe. You're not the head of security for the Philadelphia Eagles. You're the head of security for the Lincoln Financial Field as well. Like you oversee all of that. So so that's where I look at it. What's your second scenario?
Okay. In San Francisco, scenarios flip, and it's just like some big Danny Tanner dude, but Big Dom size. Let's say Danny Tanner because it's San Francisco. So let's name him like Jesse Rice-A-Roni or something.
Go ask mother.
And we say, for instance, Fletch had the same response that Greenlaw did. He put a tackle on McCaffrey and got up in Big Danny Tanner face. Do we have the same feeling as Eagles fans?
Honestly, because of that industry, because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say, I think because we're more level-headed than most other Phillies fans and most other people, I'm looking at it objectively. There is no room for that in the game. And this is why a lot of people are like, I don't want my kids playing the game. And there's no room for stuff like that. So when I see things like that happen, Danny Tanner, I believe that, I'm not sure if he is the
Danny Tanner, Jesse Rice-A-Roni, whatever you want to call him. Let's call him Jesse Sepulveda. Shout out to Jesse Sepulveda if he's still around.
If any of those guys have to do anything that requires them to intervene, it means that they're doing something, because they're probably doing it for the safety and security of their players. And if any of those guys, I would love to sit here and have any of those guys on the show. We can sit here and talk about it, like see where you feel as though that Big Dom was wrong. Explain it to me. Please do. Because I watch the same thing as anybody else. So, and regardless of that, and you can even say that Big Dom might have said something. Regardless of what Big Dom said, there is no reason.
Insecurity. He probably said, "Chill the fuck out." That's probably what he said along those lines. He's security. Yeah. What does security say? Settle the fuck down.
Chill out. Calm down. That's the job. The de-escalate. So that's probably what he said.
Whatever he says, that's what he said.
And the crazy thing is, Big Dom's posture and his mannerisms, he never escalated. He never revealed an aggressive manner. He never got aggressive. So I have to sit here and have if those 49ers security executives or management want to come on the show and talk to me, we can talk about it. I do it. I do this. I know what it means. I've been a part of a multi-million-dollar security company. I've been there. I've done it. I've been an executive for many years. I've been in this industry for 15 years. And I'm not somebody low on the totem pole. Let's just understand that. I'm not somebody low on the totem pole. When I say something goes down at a security company, it goes down. Like I'm not somebody that just I am the shot caller, you know. So that's what I'm going to say right then and there. So no matter where no matter who's on the fan, even if it happened in Dallas, right? But even if it happened in Dallas, it's unnecessary. It has no room. There's no room for that in the sport. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And I'm going to sit there and say, no matter who it is, even if it happened to Dak Prescott, I'm going to be upset about it. I'm going to say that's not acceptable. Even if it was Hassan Reddick,
doesn't matter which player, what team, it doesn't really matter. Like there really is no place for that. If you're a player, if you're in a jersey, you can't be fighting people that ain't wearing jerseys. Like you can't be out there feuding with them, putting your hands in their faces. No, you just can't be.
Yes,
they on the sideline. That's where your job is on the field. That's all you need to focus on.
And I've always said
people off the field running their mouth or whatever. Don't worry about that. That's supposed to happen. You're a pro. You should be used to people on the sideline running their mouth to you. You shouldn't be acting like putting your hand in people's faces. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man.
And I've said
26. You're a grown ass man.
Yeah, I've said in multiple videos, if they want to fight, let them fight. Let those guys square up and handle themselves. Let them do it. If they want to do it, let them do it. I mean, because I feel as though
you ain't got no damn business.
Just like
let's be serious. At a certain point in your life, you ain't got no business fighting. Ain't no reason for you to be fighting, especially if you're getting paid millions of fucking dollars to play a damn sport. You out there trying to fight on the field while you're playing a kid's sport. You watch your damn mind. You better get some appreciation for what you're getting paid to do. Shit, a lot of us would love your situation.
But here's where my thought is, where my opinion is like with Drake Greenlaw, dude, there is 22 people on the field. You got 11, they got 11. If your fight is not with any of the 11 on the field at that moment, why are you taking it outside? It's white line to white line. You want to fight with somebody? Fight somebody within that white line.
Fight somebody
on the field because they the people that you're supposed to.
This is right after he just took the dude down. And there you go. That's what you need to be focused on.
Yeah.
And Smith, a small dude,
you were like, getting up and knocking your ass out.
You don't even do that. So, you do that and do this like 175. Ooh, big man.
Right. Yeah.
Then you want to fight the security. Or a full-blown clown. You're a full-blown clown.
It's just like 49ers have a bunch of bullies on their team. They have a bunch of people on their team who just want to be bullies. Like, what's that O-lineman, Trent Williams, or whatever his name is? That's all he is. He's just a big bully. He's a big bully with an attitude problem. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm not afraid of people like that. I don't care about that. It's like you want to come out here and try to, assert my dominance because I'm big. Guess what? I've been taught my whole life knowing that there's always going to be somebody bigger than you. And there's always somebody that, despite your size, that can take you to hell down.
Right.
And like with Trent Williams, I've shown this video quite a few times. Trent Williams got in somebody's smaller's face. I can't remember who it was, but he basically slung him to the ground. And that's when Ndamukong Suh, a guy who is more aggressive, more problematic than Trent Williams, stepped in his face. Trent Williams backed up. Because guess what? You think you think you Lex Luthor, you big bad and tough. Guess what? And Ndamukong Suh is your Superman. He gonna step right in your face and he gonna push your ass back. And that's where I have to like
step on your head.
Great Greenlaw. Because don't be surprised. I don't know who the 49ers play this week, but guess what? There might be somebody that just might want to put their hands on Dre Greenlaw. Might want to listen. You're not big and bad. You slammed the little 175 receiver. Do that shit to somebody your size.
Yeah.
Do that
to somebody your side. Right around 230. Do that to somebody 230. Do that to your equal. Shit. We're coming out looking real soft, like real soft.
Why he ain't never do that? But here's my question: why he ain't do that to AJ Brown? Because AJ Brown will put him on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
They can't do that to AJ Brown. AJ Brown will put him on his ass.
Yeah.
He's doing that to the smallest guy on the field. The smallest dude on the field.
Exactly.
That's what I think of.
And he got up and tried to pump the fucking security guard. Like, boy, soft. Boy, soft. Greenlaw looking real chicken on a good day. Damn.
So that's where I look at it there.
Yeah.
It's just the NFL
real clownish. Makeup and all.
Figure it out, because I cannot understand how you can punish a security professional for doing what you do. And this is what I'm gonna say this right now, because I know I hear about it all the time. I get these letters and invites to meetings discussing the security program at the Super Bowl. If this is how y'all treat the security professionals that work for your league, that's a full-time work for your league, I damn sure don't want to put my employees anywhere near y'all, because I know y'all not going to treat us well. So no, I will not take that. I wouldn't take that contract. Hell no. Regardless of how well y'all might pay your guards.
Hell of a contract, though.
Be a hell of a contract. I'm easily walking away. Yeah, I'll easily walk away with $100 million. But that $100 million will have people don't work for that. Don't work for his company. Don't work there no more. Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, thank you. Because they took the Super Bowl contract. I've heard the horror stories about the security guards. You had the security guards standing out there 10 hours in the cold, and y'all don't properly equip them. They got to bring their own stuff down. I'm okay. The NFL, do better. I feel as though it's time for the league to start looking at things from a different perspective. Stop trying to do things to please somebody, because let's say if that was Bill Belichick, if it was 49ers Patriots, that I don't feel like they would have did the same thing to the Patriots head of security. I don't think that Bill Belichick's head of security would be banned from the sideline. I don't feel like they would do that to him. I feel like because it's Shanahan, that's why they did it, because Shanahan complained. And I feel like there's a lot of favoritism in the league, and it's got to stop. The league has their favorites. They may pretend that they don't, but they have their favorites. They have it's all about what's marketable and what's not. It's got to stop. It's got to be more about the people that's playing the game and not about the fucking board of directors. I don't care about the board of directors. That has never meant anything to me. And if that's how we're going to look at, if that's how these leagues are going to make it matter, because it's more about the board of directors than what about the product on field, and I don't care. It's not even worth it to watch. If you don't want to value the safety and security of the players on the field, you don't want to value the people that actually work in busting their ass every day, then I don't care.
Right. Because
if anybody want to sit here and come on this show, I'll tell you, argue me down, but you better come correct. Because you might know more about football than you know. You may know more about football. You may know more about the football rule book. But I'm going to tell you this right now. There's nobody in this world that I feel can argue the industry of the industry of security better than I can. Because I've been sitting here for a while. There's a reason why me at 35 has been able to find myself in the position that I'm in.
Yes.
There's a reason why I got here. There's a reason why I'm in the position that I am. There's a reason why I found the success that I found as fast as I have. There's a reason why I'm here. So if this goes up, when this goes up, and anybody who's a San Francisco fan, anybody who's a Dallas Cowboys fan, or just anybody who is a fan of another team and think I'm saying this because I'm an Eagles fan, I request that you go find somebody in the industry who will disagree with what I'm saying. I want you to reach out to the team that you're a fan of and have their security executives talk to me and tell me why I'm wrong. I promise you, you will not find a security industry executive that will tell me why I'm wrong. They won't tell me why I am wrong. What they'll probably say is the NFL rule book. They'll say NFL rule book, but that's it. They will not tell me that the security industry, looking at it from a security industry professional, as a security industry person who serves in the industry actively, they will not tell you that I am wrong. They're saying that everything that I'm saying right now is 100% true. And that's all I got to say. And like the congressman say, I yield my time.
Like I just had to give you a mic drop somehow. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Let's give it up for GQ, y'all. Coming with the real shit so y'all know. We don't bullshit around here. This is live.
We don't bullshit around here because we've been spitting on this pound for a little bit.
Right.
But listen up, everybody.
Sorry, I just had to throw
That's pretty awesome. But before we wrap this hot shit up, I just want to throw something out there. We are active on the Facebook. We will be active again on the Spotifys. We are active on the TikTokies.
On the TikTok.
And of course, we're on the YouTubes. That's where you watch us.
But are we on the Grams?
Something will be coming. We are on the Grams.
We're on the Grams.
We are on the Grammys.
Look at that. We're on the Grams. God damn. We everywhere.
We everywhere. And we're about to be doing something really exciting. We are launching a blog. Whoa. You will be able very soon to come on to Live from the Bench and actually read some articles that we write ourselves. Myself, Boulevard, and other members of our team are going to be coming on, and they're going to write their own articles. They're going to put their own articles out because you see them all the time. You get them, they pop up. You get the clickbait, and half of the shit don't mean anything. Guess what? It's not going to be that here. We're going to give you the real. We're going to give you
interested in writing articles. For us. Just send us something you wrote. Just give us something.
Absolutely.
We're open to it. Just send something to the page. We'll find it. We'll let you know. Just looking for that good shit. Be funny, be clever, but give us the real shit. Give us the good shit. Yeah, come with it.
Yes. And we don't mind bias. But actually, if you're gonna send your bias though, if you're gonna be biased, your bias has to make sense. Don't come out here talking about I'm a Detroit Lions. No, can't say Detroit Lions because they're actually good. You can't come out here and say that you're a Commanders fan and your quarterback is better than the Eagles quarterback. And
there's no such thing as
I'm gonna say, slurp.
There's no such thing as a Commanders fan. There's no such thing as a Panthers fan. I don't think there's even Jets fans. I don't think those are real either. So
yeah. And here's another thing. I'm gonna say this too. And I know a lot of the Eagles fans out there, people who follow us because they're Eagles fans. I'm gonna say this. If you come on the show and you start saying that, when you come out here and you say Dak is ass, we may agree with you. But you need to come with receipts. Right. Just because you say it and we support it, don't mean we're gonna accept it. We can do that because this is our show.
On TV earlier either, because I'm gonna call you out on it.
Don't come in here talking about what I heard Colin Coward say. I heard Joe Buck say.
Repeating Colin
I
Cowherd.
heard Mike Florio say. I heard Colin Collinsworth say. I heard whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure I just said his name wrong. Don't come in here. Don't ever come in here with no Joe Buck or any of those people.
That's not even a real person.
I don't want to hear it.
Joe Buck's a person. Joe Buck is
or that dude Nick Wright. I don't want to hear anything from Nick Wright. Get that guy out of my face. Yes. I think this is leaning into territory where we
right.
And I think it's something that we probably will have to get into at some point. But yeah, I think it's going to be coming up real soon. We're going to start talking about things that we need to talk about.
All right.
And I'm going to tell you, you guys, look out for it. Look out for it. We're going to do our mock draft. We are going to do our mock draft. We're going to do our Black Monday special. It's in a
get in free agency. Before everybody gets into it, we're going to start talking about it because it's coming. It's coming. We're going to, definitely see who's hitting the market. We're going to do all that. So get ready because we're not there. We're not there. We're going to have a lot more for your asses. So get in here and we'll check us out.
Yes, indeed.
This is the good shit that you want to hear. Yes, it is.
This is the good shit that you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to say all of that. And we're going to find a little endpoint or a point of interaction, an intersection where I want to say to y'all, we all, all of us here cannot all be starters. But GQ, I'm sorry, I'm GQ, he's Boulevard, he's Bullets.
I'm Boulevard.
But Boulevard always has some really awesome enlightening phrase in a baby scene. Like she has something to say too. But Boulevard, can you enlighten these guys and let them know what they can do?
I think I can. You know what y'all can do? Hit the bitch.